have made this city their home.
Maana mimi nimeshaathirika tayari.
Kimenuka. Utanishangaa. Asubuhi ya leo tumepokea.
Good evening, folks. This is your radio announcer with an important report. Due to the outbreak of an unknown disease, the government has announced that anyone who is diagnosed with the disease will be sent to quarantine to prevent the spread of the illness. It is crucial for everyone to avoid getting infected by not touching the victims of the disease and to practice good hygiene. The initial symptoms of this illness include a loss of strength and a severe cough. If you notice any of these symptoms in yourself or others, it is important to report them to the appropriate authorities for testing and possible quarantine. Remember, early detection and reporting can help contain the spread of this disease and protect our community. Please stay safe and remain vigilant during this challenging time. Thank you for tuning Golden Sky FM, and let's all work together to keep our community healthy.
Baba.
Olaimo binti yangu.
Ndiyo baba.
Kwa sasa itabidi tutengane, maana mimi nimeshaathirika tayari. Olaimo, niahidi utaishi kama lilivyo jina lako. Pita nyuma ya huu mlima, moja kwa moja utafika shambani kwa bibi yako. Huko ndiko Mwenyezi Mungu akipenda tutaonana. Ondoka binti yangu, kimbia binti yangu, usigeuke nyuma. Ondoka binti yangu.
My name is Olaimo, and I'm the last girl remaining in this post-apocalyptic Tanzania. It's the year 2024, and for 4 long years, I've roamed the empty street. I am the only human left in this once bustling town. When I want to go to the town, I have to cross the railway bridge. At first, the height used to scare me, but now, I've conquered that fear. It's almost funny to think about how something as simple as crossing a bridge used to terrify me. Now, it's just a part of my daily routine. I write about all the places I love to go, like the town square, where the once vibrant market used to bustle with life. I remember how the stalls used to overflow with colorful fruits and vegetables, and the air was filled with the sweet smell of spices and roasting meats. Now, the market is empty, the stalls abandoned and forgotten. The streets of Mbeya city are calm and quiet. The only sound I can hear is the fluttering of birds' wings, the whistle of the wind, and the various other animals that have made this city their home. It's almost as if nature has reclaimed this place, and I'm just a silent observer in its midst. As I walk through the deserted streets, I can't help but wonder what happened to everyone else. Where did they all go? Did they manage to escape the chaos and destruction, or did they succumb to the harsh realities of the post-apocalyptic world? Despite the loneliness and isolation, I've grown accustomed to this new way of life. I found solace in the beauty of nature reclaiming the city. The vibrant greenery that has overtaken the once concrete landscape serves as a powerful reminder that life endures, even in the face of adversity. I've also become more attuned to the rhythms of the natural world. I've learned to forage for edible plants and how to fish in the nearby rivers. Despite my resilience, there are moments when the reality of my situation hits me like a tidal wave. I think about all the people I've lost, the friends and family who were once by my side. One moment that I will never forget is when my father and I escaped from quarantine in 2020. A strange disease had come to our town and many were infected, including my father. I couldn't help my father or get close to him to avoid being infected too. Since my mother died in front of us, my father was my only hope, and now we had to escape, but it was very difficult for me to accept separation from my father. But I had to be brave. I may be alone in the city, but I have found happiness and companionship in my friends outside the city. Gwenda, the big brother, Bongo, and my dear friend Tunu have become my chosen family. Despite Bongo's sometimes aggressive nature, we all love and support each other. However, his antics can be exhausting to hear about, as there always seems to be some drama surrounding him. On July 11th, we celebrated Tunu's birthday. I wanted to make sure she felt special, so I went on a hunt for the perfect gift. Thankfully, I found something that I knew she would love. When I went to visit them, I also took the opportunity to give everyone a phone. I wanted them to know that they could reach out to me anytime they needed, and I wanted to ensure that I could be there for them whenever they needed me. Because it is also Tunu's birthday, I presented her with a gift, and we all sang the happy birthday song together. It was a joyful moment, and it made me realize how lucky I am to have found such amazing friends. This is the rhythm of our daily lives, filled with love, support, and the occasional bit of drama. But despite it all, I wouldn't have it any other way. In this town, I can go and stay anywhere I want and having fun. Last month, I remember I revisited my secondary school. The familiar walls and hallways of the school brought back a flood of memories from my past. I could feel the rush of emotions as I walked through the corridors, remembering the laughter and tears shared with friends and teachers. It was both nostalgic and bittersweet to revisit the school. As I sat in the empty classroom, I could almost hear the echoes of my classmates and the sound of the chalk on the blackboard.
Good morning, class. I hope you had a great weekend. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic. The destruction of environment. Okay? Say this destruction of environment. First, let's discuss the causes of environmental destruction. These include deforestation, pollution, and climatic change.
However, reading this, it is important to understand the impact of human activities on the environment. I've seen the impact of human activity on the environment firsthand, and it's devastating. The once vibrant and diverse ecosystems are now barren and lifeless. The air is thick with pollution and the water is contaminated. I realize now the irreversible damage we caused in our pursuit of progress. We destroyed natural habitats, polluted the air and water, and contributed to global warming. And now, I am the last one left to witness the consequences. The loss of biodiversity, the increasingly frequent natural disasters, and the threats to my health and well-being. But even in this lonely and desolate world, I cling to hope. I try to minimize my impact, reduce my carbon footprint, recycle, and conserve energy. I do what I can to support conservation efforts. It's crucial that I take responsibility for protecting the environment, as it's the only planet I have. I must work to ensure a sustainable future for whatever may come after me. I can only hope that someone, somewhere, will learn from our mistakes and take better care of our planet. The war and political conflicts have led today to the destruction of the city and the disappearance of people. When I look at this jet, it reminds me of the past. Baba,
kuna nini mwana?
Nimeona jets. Zipo tatu. Kwani kuna vita?
Hapana mwanangu. Hawa ni wanajeshi wanafanya mazoezi.
Mazoezi?
Ndiyo mwanangu, wanafanya mazoezi. Sikiliza nikwambie binti yangu, sawa? Vita kweli itakuja, lakini sio sasa. Subiri, kuna kitu nikuonyeshe. Binti yangu, unakijua hichi kitabu?
Ndiyo baba.
Kinaitwaje?
Biblia.
Nyakati za mwisho, magonjwa yana budi kutokea na vita vina budi kutokea. Na hichi kitabu kimeandika yote. Kishike mwanangu. Hakikisha unakitunza. Hakikisha unakisoma. Hakikisha unakielewa. Na huu ndo urithi wa maisha yako.
The concept of the end of the world is mentioned in the Bible in Matthew 24 verse 3, where it is referred to as the last days or end times. This period is also referenced in 2 Timothy 3 verse 1 and Daniel 8 verse 19. It is a time of great upheaval and tumult, and is often associated with the return of Jesus Christ and the final judgment. Different religious traditions and interpretations have various beliefs about the events and signs that will precede the end of the world. What are some of the things the Bible predicted about the last days? Jesus predicted nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Matthew 24 verse 7, also Revelation 6 verse 4 predicted that a symbolic horseman representing war would take peace away from the earth. Famine. Jesus predicted that there will be famines. Matthew 24 verse 7, the book of Revelation foretold of another symbolic horseman who would bring severe famine to many parts of the world. Great earthquakes. Jesus said there would be earthquakes in various places. Great earthquakes are extremely powerful seismic events that result in widespread devastation and loss of life. They can occur in various locations around the world and have the potential to cause massive destruction. An example of a great earthquake is the 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan, which measured 9.0 on the Richter scale and triggered a devastating tsunami that caused widespread destruction and claimed thousands of lives. Another example is the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami, which measured 9.1 to 9.3 on the Richter scale and resulted in the deaths of over 230,000 people in 14 countries. These examples illustrate the immense impact and devastation that great earthquakes can bring about, fulfilling the prophecy mentioned in the Bible about earthquakes in various places causing suffering and death unlike any other time in history. Diseases. Jesus said there would be outbreaks of diseases in modern times. The occurrence of infectious diseases and epidemics such as Ebola and HIV/AIDS could be seen as fulfilling Jesus' prophecy in Luke 21 verse 11. This verse could be interpreted as a warning about the increase in frequency and severity of some infectious diseases, leading to outbreaks and plagues. For example, the Ebola virus outbreak in West Africa in 2014 to 2016 resulted in over 11,000 deaths and caused widespread panic and concern worldwide. Similarly, the HIV/AIDS epidemic has been a global health crisis for decades, leading to millions of deaths and ongoing efforts to control its spread. These examples serve as reminders of the ongoing threat of diseases and the potential for widespread devastation, which aligns with Jesus' warning about the occurrence of plagues in the future. Destruction of the earth. This prediction from Revelation 11 verse 18 suggests that humans will cause significant damage to the earth, both through their actions and the impact on the environment. This could include pollution, deforestation, and the depletion of natural resources. Examples of the destruction of the earth could include deforestation of the rainforests, oil spills and pollution in oceans and waterways, air pollution caused by industrial emissions and vehicle exhaust, religious hypocrisy. In 2 Timothy 3 verse 5, the Bible predicted that people would claim to worship God but not live according to His standards. Increase in understanding of Bible prophecy. The book of Daniel predicted that in the time of the end, many people would gain much knowledge of the truths of the Bible, including understanding prophecies related to the last days. Worldwide preaching work. Jesus predicted this good news of the kingdom will be preached in all the inhabited earth. Increase in disregard and mockery. Jesus predicted that many people would ignore clear evidence that the end is near. Matthew 24 verses 37 to 39. Furthermore, 2 Peter 3 verses 3 and 4 predicted that some people would scoff at that evidence and completely dismiss it. All prophecies will be fulfilled. Jesus said that all these prophecies would be fulfilled at the same time in the last days, not just a few, but all of them. For 4 years, I have called this town home and have experienced so much. But now, it's time for me to move forward and seek new opportunities in the big city of Dar es Salaam. Maybe there, I can find a new place to belong and meet another human. It's another sad moment in my life, especially since I lost my parents. Saying goodbye to my friends Gwenda, Bongo, and Tunu is not easy. But in case you are reading this, I have left this diary behind for my friends to keep our memories alive. I keep thinking about whether all the bad things happening in the world mean that the Bible's predictions about the end of the world are coming is true. Or maybe it's just because we humans have been doing things that are harming the environment, like polluting it, and because science and technology have been growing so fast. Even though I don't know for sure, I won't give up hope. I'll do my best to keep going and not let all the bad stuff get me down.